YouTube, we're back again with another talk about the Mr. Beast situation. Now, yeah, I just did one video where a dude was kind of nitpicking about a bunch of things Mr. Beast did, and honestly, I was on Mr. Beast's side, man, because it seemed like the niggas were just nitpicking bullshit, right? This time, though, I don't know. Let's see, man, because they got Ludwig in this shit too, so maybe they finally got some other stuff. I need more information. Listen.
Double time on my business.
And the video is titled "The Controlled Opposition to Mr. Beast." This is one of the biggest ASMR YouTubers. He put on a fucking roast session. Got rid of the ASMR. He usually makes commentary about ASMR scandals, which apparently there are a lot of. I didn't know about all that. And paused to talk about me in the videos titled "The Controlled Opposition to Mr. Beast." And anyway, I'm gonna play a portion of it here.
And before we start, for you guys that don't understand what a controlled opposition to something would be, they're there to play the role of the opposition. If you guys ever watched the Boondocks, right? There was this one episode where Riley was called the N-word at school by his white teacher. Granddad went and got help from Rilo Goodlove, who started going to all these different platforms, and he started, creating a buzz about the situation. Then Rilo Goodlove went and got this super racist white lady to get on these, different interviews with him and argue with him about the situation, right? By the end of the episode, you realize that Rilo Goodlove and this white lady were actually working together the entire time because, well, Rilo Goodlove needed an opposition. And that's essentially what this guy is saying. He's saying, well, Ludwig is playing the role of this opposition for Mr. Beast by being like, I'm going to act like I'm an opposite, but realistically, everything that I say about Mr. Beast is going to put him in a good light, essentially is what they're saying.
Especially navigate through this entire drama and issue with the Mr. Beast company over the past few weeks has got to be some of the most insufferable content I think I've ever seen. And don't take my word for it, take his audience's word for it. Ludwig will...
And he's totally right about that fact. The audience was not happy, and look, man, I wasn't happy. It's not like I'm fucking looking back on that stream and I'm like, damn, kill that one. It was bad. This is fake. I just showed you the likes, dislikes. I don't know where this is from, but his point still stands. And JoJo continues to go on to basically say that, I spent most of the video focusing on like a few points that were maybe weaker in the Dogpack 404 video rather than the broader points that were bad, like the illegal lottery or like forging his signature.
Now, I did a similar thing in my video, right? Because I heard something about, illegal lottery situation with Mr. Beast, and I didn't hear the forging, his signature situation. But when it comes to the illegal gambling situation, it's more like they're saying Mr. Beast is advertising illegal gambling for underage children, other than them saying Mr. Beast is actually the person creating the platform for illegal gambling, right? So that's what they're saying. And for me, again, if that's what they're saying, I'm just gonna say, dude, there are a bunch of dudes out there that have been doing this for a long time. You understand? Like, you could take Clicks, for example, right? Like, go all the way back to, what made Clicks pop on Fortnite, on the Fortnite scene, and it's him making bets, right? It's him doing these box fights and making bets with people, right? And he was underage at the time. He was a minor, to the point where the Epic had to like shut down people being able to do that, right? But when you actually think about it in that way, like, it's not like everybody came cracking down on Clicks, right? Like, yes, there was a moment there when Clicks had to deal with the consequences of his actions, which is now you guys can no longer do, wages, right? But it's the same thing with Mr. Beast. Even if Mr. Beast's platform somehow advertised that you guys can go and gamble, but the majority of his viewership is like young children or whatever, even if that's the case, it's like, dog, I watch Mr. Beast shit. I'm not a child. Ludwig watches Mr. Beast shit. He's not a child. Just for you guys to assume that, like, okay, well, the advertising is there, that means that he's advertising to children. That doesn't make sense, right? I can gamble if I fucking want to.
That's true.
Right? And if I watch a Mr. Beast video and it's advertising gambling, that doesn't mean that he's advertising gambling to a child. He's advertising gambling on his platform.
On different hoodies.
Now, instead of actually addressing the serious allegation...
And the whole thing about him signing or fake signatures on his hoodies, meaning like they're not actually his signatures and somebody else forged it or whatever. How would you even know?
Right, yeah, of course.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, little homie, and press that notification button too, my nigga. Now let's get back to it.
That's my thing. The only way you would know is if somebody from his team tells you. That you have a bunch of people walking around there with a fake Mr. Beast, signature on. They're like, this is really Mr. Beast. And to everybody out there, it's really Mr. Beast's signature. Until somebody pops up and says, that ain't Mr. Beast's signature. It's like, nigga, that's Mr. Beast's signature. I don't care. I don't care if Mr. Beast has a whole team of people that writes his signature. Like, I don't give a shit.
To do with promoting gambling for children and illegal lotteries, Ludwigs spends commentary towards how Dogpack 404 knew Mr. Beast had staged his 7 days out at sea, and how Dogpack could verify that Mr. Beast was on a yacht or not.
Good question. You are a good question.
Which completely just...
Now, just to push back a little bit here, I did have a conversation with Dogpack 404, the creator of the video. He turns out to actually be a
made my
reviewer.
video on
if
his
you
video.
look at his most recent video, there's even a point in it where you can see, like in the sub box, my little face is there doing the smile thing, and I am live at that moment. And so anyway, I called him on stream, but I called him on stream at about the 16-minute mark of the video, which is before any of the illegal lottery stuff. So when I called him, I asked about what happened in the first 60 minutes of the video, which the video is a slow burn and starts off with a lot of stories about things being fake on the channel and whatnot, which surprised me, right? And this is the exact clip that I talked about.
7 days.
Listen, and that's the same issue that I had. His videos seem like nitpicky stuff that on one end, it's like, those can just be assumptions by you, or those could be you like reading into something you think you saw, especially if we don't know if you were actually on set for any of these videos, or if this is you being a bitter individual. If you watch my other video, I literally said this dude is acting like me the one time I got fired. I've only ever been fired one time in my life, and when I did get fired, I acted kind of bitter. I tried to take the company down with me, because that's kind of what you do.
You can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have in the shelter. These are their empty beds.
Okay.
But after a hard cut, magically...
But let me see where
Let's see. You can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds.
I mean, you can see one tiny portion of it, right? You can't see the entirety of the shelter. And this is the one area where the cameras is planked. Meaning, like, you can't see anything behind this radius. It's like, what's behind the camera, right? And look at how these people come into the scene.
But after a hard cut...
Right? It's like a few guys come out the tent.
5.
But then a few dudes just pop up out of nowhere. It's like they came from off camera. Well, it should let you know, like, they didn't have the entire team stuck in there. Like,
people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night,
so they can't bring a raincoat?
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
They said they were going to spend their time out there. They didn't say they were going to spend their time out there without a raincoat. So if I go to Florida right now and I land in Florida and I got this outfit on, and then it starts raining, and then I pull out a coat from my fucking backpack, niggas going to be like, where did the fucking coat come from?
Bitch, are you dumb?
pardon me?
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb.
It was in my backpack the whole time. What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
So I was curious if this was either Dogpack extrapolating from the screenshot of them not being on the screen, that they obviously must not be on the raft. Where are they? Well, Jimmy's rich. They probably bought a yacht. Or if he had some insider intel. That is basically what happened. And this is where the initial allegations of controlled opposition started. And so for context, this is me having a call with Dawson, the Dogpack. Did you work on that video, or are you going off the video?
You are controlled opposition.
3 hours later.
You know, to be clear, I asked him when he worked at Mr. Beast Incorporated first.
yeah.
I signed the first NDA February 22nd.
Exactly. I saw that in the other dude's video. Right? But
And then
I'm
yeah,
sure
it was
he'll
like
explain it.
April 20, whatever they said. April 20.
So basically February to April, even May or whatever you want to say, of 2024, of this year. That's when he worked there. But this video, 7 Days Stranded at Sea, came out August 2020.
August. I saw this in other Buzz video too. I saw another dude break this exact same shit down. It's like, dude, how is that possible then?
I hope you niggas enjoyed the video, but even if you didn't, don't forget to like and subscribe or I'ma shit on your carpet. It's your boy Walt. Catch you in the next video.